फल्ला ये मैंने लगाया हुआ लाइव स्ट्रीम ठीक है तुम्हें पता नहीं है लाइव स्ट्रीम लगाई हुई है ना मोबाइल पर लाइव स्ट्रीम लगाई हुई है और ये ना अभी व्यूज आएंगे ना
Playing a little bit safer here in their setup. Window peak with good eye line onto some of the other teams. Scarface on the long wrap around back up the coastal ridge over towards the bridge side. Going to be coming in from the back near Vitality and Flash. This is his angle on the move. Ooh, spotted out. Starting to lose his HP bit by bit. Got to drop down to the deck and hope that he can hold on.
I'm not sure how he's lived this long. I mean, Tops has got to know someone's move here, the pitter-patter of the footfall. Close the distance. Scarface is instead just going to go for the heel. Tops pulls the pin. He should know. It should be right on the edge of the blue here. Good airburst will do the trick. Ruins the amount of... Either they came through there or from the sidelines though will get sleepy. Over towards Bose. Top though is the one to refrag over towards that Tiamba. Aching moving forward. Gets behind that radio tower. This is a good spot to aggress over towards Aurora on. But more importantly, hold out on the southeast side. Good nades again. Goodness me. Aurora's having none of it.
You feel the base on that one, more coming as well. Airburst over the top side, trying to arc it round the corner. Ooh. Eagles crossing his fingers, hoping the smoke is enough to get the pick-up play back on Aching to stay alive.
I wonder if they're going to push this, Jackie.
I mean, with a you could. You get the spread on it, just try follow up off the back. You know they're weak.
Man, I think they just wanted to get the flush, at least, but not meant to be. That's a lot of nades invested there for basically nothing. Aching's going to send back one of his own. Now they're fully set up over here on the radio tower. Good Molotovs, man. A bit more damage done. Chip damage from the nades should be good enough. So start to bombard now. But they're splitting the difference on these ones. They know they have to go for one side, and it is over towards Dog. Survives the first blast of shrapnel and should survive the second.
So many nades though. And Doc, although the shrapnel hits him in the face, he takes that peak and shuts one player down once again. 6 nades thrown out for no real follow-up from it. So it goes both ways for either of these two teams. Top with the instant adjustment back over onto E Arena. No, he's being collapsed upon from two sides between this team.
Schweppes now. Get the res on of E Arena. E Arena, you know, actually haven't been too bad. I think for the points they currently have, 19. But they've been consistently up towards at least the top 8 every game. Vitality still taking more shots here. Tiamba is the one to take down Tops. Tiamba's playing as a four-man, and genuinely the way they weather the storm here versus Aurora, they have a place to play inside the circle going forward. It's more about dealing with the couple of players inside that shack right there. And it's hard to line up those nades past the side. Always have that angle of Doc to worry about. He is so critical to his other two teammates living.
Schweppes with a bit of a forward scout play in the buggy, reading onto it. GZZ was knocked towards the backside. Thing is though, they've been here for so long and they've invested so many nades, so many bullets that they're starting to run dry and can't actually push out to get themselves anything. Availability of crates becoming an all-time premium. The longer this goes on, the worse it gets for Tiamba.
Yeah, they needed a break, honestly, and that break was going to come in, be able to get those shots, get those nades over towards Aurora. Arena making a massive swing. Mormon's got 5 nades to play around with too. QZZ finds shots over towards Vitality. They are trying to stop 2 teams from squeezing them together. But this is a good play. This is actually a good play. It's a desperation play, but it's one that's very much needed for Tiamba right now as A-King moves in. Razak last step alive. Where's the rest of the team? QZZ moves up. How is Razak living this?
Oh, this is unbelievable. Razak raising hell amidst the chaos as he stands strong to punish back. Vitality looked like it was all said and done, but they pop off on that one against Tiamba's clash in, knowing they needed to shut them down to get themselves any sort of ammunition, any kind of supplies to play on. And it does not work how they wanted.
Wild stuff. The arena now. Send some nades in. Joel's the first to fall off the back of that. They have just played this game nice and slow from that northern side, trying not to get too involved in things. They've been saving up these nades for that end game. Mormon will move in and just completely cleans them out. This guy's been unbelievable with the S12K today.
Finishes off the stragglers. Slowly but surely the team's exit stage left in the final fight. To have itself set up. Furia coming back in with some of that firepower we had seen prior. Good damage onto E-Arena. It's Tony K that's knocked behind the hard cover. Joker looks to wrap over to see if he can save his mate and put them back into an equal situation. 3 versus 4 right now. Schweppes warding off Ayala.
Igor's Mormon still coming out strong. He wants more on the game, and they are delivering. He goes down, big player on the squad. Now it's time for the likes of Ayala as well. Chief to stand up tall. The arena. They saved all their potential up for that late game, though. We saw how much ammo they still had, how many smokes they still had remaining. This team basically played this one out for the chicken dinner. The arena is sort of not worth it unless they get the chicken dinner on this one. The amount they saved up, 5 nades still in the hand of Schweppes. I think a second place is nice, though. But yeah, it's this open ground, disgusting to work with. Furia, he's lining up for... lining up for a big old bombardment from E-Arena in the near future, though.
We go down, man.
Igor, he's just providing all the information back all the time. Chief moves up over towards the loot crate. The nade has to be invested. Don't miss on that. Yeah, good. I was thinking that he was going to send it over towards Igor's. But he is just calling every single time they pull the pin on this one. When to move and when not to. Finally, the play zone takes him out and Fury is blind again.
You lose your eyes in the back line and have to rely on your gun skill now. Standoff between these two teams with open space in front of them, waiting to be crunched forth. Silence with the big guns in the back line, ready to spray. A lot of nades invested, dashing them in towards the middle here.
I mean, they're mega blind. They can't have moved that far. Unless Igor's giving her back the worst information in the world, but... I mean, for Fury, I think there's a little bit of scaredness of that front line being aggressed upon. Schweppes pulls the nades. We are playing battleships right now. Grenade to E5. You missed by a mile.
Just dashing about. He's gone wide, man. Start forest fire out in this field of Erangel right now. Be the best opportunity for them. That one actually hits.
He's happy to drive into it, though. Okay.
Assist.
I mean, I think we could just wait on these nades. There's plenty of time to wait on this one. E-Arena can play off the back of the tree in the near future. Ayala's just going to swing round, right?
Not how I expected the first domino to fall, but that's Ayala going in and opening things up with an advantage for E-Arena.
This is Pmgc here at EWC.
So, there's been an end game. It has been an end game. Igor's confused everyone. Silence now. Trying to be as quiet as possible. Decent Molotovs, these ones actually. Trying to catch them on the rotate out. MG3 could make all the difference. Joker's about to send this nade back into the blue.
A little bit of a pre-fire. Problem is the info goes both ways. Silence got a good read of what angle they're actually playing from now.
Oof. He actually did.
Oh, okay. Chief with a peek up. There you go. Follow up off the back of it. Let's see if they can deal some damage. Silence peeks up. Warning shots out. Low on health. Got about half left to play with. Runs in towards the tree. He's got the shotty in his hand. Now, yeah, all right, it's all kicking off here. They're going to be able to find it through in the end. E-Arena do clutch on. A bit of a topsy-turvy one, but a chicken dinner they'll still be proud of.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you, really? Good game from E-Arena. I think that the game plan was great. I think everyone confused one another right at the end. Igor's, as he went down, I think he might have thrown out some information that was maybe less than useful. Unfortunate stuff. To be fair, whilst he was still alive, they had a real good pinpoint on what E-Arena was doing. So I am joking. It's a joke, guys. I do think Igor's a great player. But yeah, still a weird endgame.
Yeah, it was a lot of utility investment with not too much information. Kind of felt like it was, we don't want to push, so we're just going to lob everything.
Yeah.
And then have that respectful gunfight once we get in your face.
Exactly. I do think that for E-Arena, they just wait a little bit longer, play up towards the tree line. With the amount of nades they had, they could have blanketed the entire thing. But even then, they were like bouncing them out into the blues. It's a little strange. And you're right. I also did not expect that to be the first domino to fall, which was Tyler just getting mega impatient.
After all that waiting, it was kind of really like a curveball just came in. Swift gut punch, didn't expect that.
I know they're behind. I'm just going to go for it. All right. Confirmed, that's where they are. You're dead, Tyler. That's where they are, lads.
Yeah, I got the info.
Okay.
Got the info.
Info game. Sick of playing battleships. But yeah, overall, I think if we look a little bit prior into that game, I think Aurora, the way they set themselves up, not bad, but there was a couple moments where it got real hectic. I think a lot of teams made it far into that end game. Tiamba play out that radio tower really, really well. I think Tiamba's decision making does require bringing up a little bit. The fact that they decided to push over towards Vitality in that moment, the play almost works, but the speed at which they do it, like we're getting crunched right now, we have to just fly over towards this team and take them out. They have no qualms about just fully going for it. I really like that, and I think that that's the type of playstyle that's going to win you games more often than it loses them.
No, absolutely. I think, again, that was one where it was like Razak just kind of popped off on the hold.
Yes.
Honestly, it was better play from him than it was bad play from them. He just popped off on a solo mission where it's like, oh, fair play. You've actually kind of owned us there.
Yeah.
But what the play was meant to do was great. They needed ammo, they needed supplies, and they went for it. So
absolutely.
It was a head-on call.
It was the right thing to do. And the right thing for us to do right now is to go for a little moment with the boys over on the stage, and we'll be back real soon.
Hours here at Pmgc 26, joined by John Allen, Kalaris and Neptura, and we're playing a round of Hot Drop Darts.
Ooh, we're going to be getting stuck into the board, hopefully. Maybe not for some. Some
having a bit of trouble during practice, but we're going to be taking some shots at the board. The person with the least score is going to have to give their hot take. So let's jump into it. You guys, I think you two have to go first.
I think we get Nep up there first. Let's get Nep's in a prime position for this. I feel like I'm in the danger zone, but let's see.
Get ready to dodge.
Oh, it's your best one. Yeah, that's
it's
unreal.
on the board.
Thank you very much.
Shuffle
Beautiful
up.
Thursday.
And Kilaris up to the bat. Oh, okay, all right.
Okay. This is good. This is good. There you go, James. There you go.
Shuffle in.
Thank you. Don't hit me, please. Oh, it's a 17. Currently, Nep's in last with 6.
No way. Oh, a double 17.
It's a triple 17.
It's a triple one. I don't.
That means Neptura is last.
Are
There
you
go.
serious?
Yep. What's your hot take, Neptura?
My hot take is that the Uzi is a bad weapon and shouldn't be played.
There you go.
That's it. Wait.
This one was Neptura.
That one was mine.
bullseye.
No, it's in 25.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's you.
Well, she's already done a hot take now, so.
Wait. You did that on purpose.
No,
you.
no, I didn't do anything. All right, here. Go on.
John starting us off. Let's see. Oh, hey.
A 5.
It's
Not
in.
bad.
That's all that matters, really.
It's on the board.
Here we go.
I haven't missed.
Kilaris now. Forearm strength. It's good. It's good.
Ooh. That could be a treble.
That's nice.
Get out
There
the
you go.
danger zone. The splash zone's coming for you, Kale.
Good maths.
Oh, that's a triple.
Okay.
Triple 3.
God. All right, there you go, mate. Take this.
I'm pretty sure it's currently the lowest. Wait, no, it's not.
I'm
John's
on a
the
5.
lowest. Yes, John's the lowest.
Or is that a 2? It's a 5, I think.
It's a 5.
Oh, and that's a 2.
That is a 2.
I've been saved by the upside down
It's true.
version of my own
Jackie,
number.
it's your turn.
There you go.
Bosh.
Okay. Hot take. Dino Park and Vikendi, infinitely better than Ronda. I miss it. Bring it back.
Oh, okay.
All right, considering I actually lost the first round, I should probably do a hot take because I cheated you out of it. I'm so sorry. Tiamba will not win PMWC despite looking really good.
I feel like I've got to follow in with a hot take as well.
Oh, okay.
I feel like over-reliance on ARs, nonsense. I want DMRs in, give the players a little bit more expression in the secondary slot, you know? Those submachine guns, something else popping in. Give a little bit more individuality. That's what I want to see.
I like it.
Don't give me this mic. You know what I want? I want all of your opinions from the viewers at home. You in the chat. Tell us what you think. Let us know right here, right now. What are your controversial takes?
Chasing the sunrise, boots hit the ground, hear the battle call. Loot up, lock it in, we're ready for it all. Every street, every door, searching for a little more. One squad, one dream, nothing's ever what it seems. The circle's closing in, can you feel it on your skin? Heartbeat like the drum, the final fight has come. Fight till you make it, never gonna break it. Stand your ground and take it, right into the fire. Fight till you make it, every move can change it. Higher and higher, we're reaching for the winner with a chicken dinner. Fight till you make it, fight till you make it.
If I'm not mistaken, Neptura, I think you actually won at darts. And I think you got that chicken dinner.
I did.
You were lied to, but
Very bad.
in this last game, E-Arena wasn't lied to, Max, because E-Arena came out with the win.
I never know how to react to an E-Arena win now since that Rondo 39-pointer. I'm like, okay, that's great. That's a cool win. But what's next? No, it genuinely was a good game. It was very open-ended finish between Furia and E-Arena. I think it was kind of even-steven until eventually Ayala got a little bit overly aggressive on that push. Then he gave the man advantage, and E-Arena using every resource they had available to get that win. Good to see, but again, I need to see that continue in your next coming matches.
Take it away, Lace. I know you've been wanting to talk about this team for a minute.
Hey, Ayala, I am
revoking your driver's license because I was waiting for the Furia drive by Max. E-Arena, obviously, they deserved that win because of Furia and their driving and not taking that position early on. I mean, I liked the way that they sort of held out E-Arena early on in the map. Yeah. They had Silence kind of scouting Vitality's movements right down at the south side. So this was such a better play from them. They're actually defending and looking where other teams are sort of into that position. They had strong split hold, obviously a little bit of touch coming out of some of the players there, and then I don't know what the vehicle situation was. You screaming in the back, he's like catching names with the vehicle, and I'm like, what is this? They had such a strong position after gritting. Yeah, moving their way into zone on the rotation on the southern side, Max.
Look, I'll
give you my answer. I'm really upset.
Tonight, I saw him leaving the talent room, and I asked him, like, what was the play with it? And he said, the idea for Ayala was to get an off angle on behind. He saw two players. The thing, like, you do these kind of mistakes, so it could have been a good idea.
Yeah.
It could have been great, but unfortunately, two players was exactly what E-Arena needed in case is coming their way.
That was just a big, something I like to call, what Maria. Yeah, because that's exactly what ended up happening with that one. I've been working on it all day, especially with the way that they're playing earlier. The squad that was a good amount of nations, and it was another Aurora once being able to back with Dylan, even though they wasted a lot of utility. Yamba.
They did wait. It was a goal, and it was fairly necessary. However, it does get you those points, right? And it's been really actually, because I think in the group stage, right, we saw doing top 5 where they won. Now seeing true Aurora here. Now we're a team used to seeing and really enjoying that. I think they've actually played a lot better, right? With very even. They're not splitting. Doc's not doing his thing. He's staying with his team. And Reefus, we've seen some really cool off angles from them. So very happy with them.
And something that I enjoy seeing there, especially out of that graphic, Max, is Top being able to bounce back. Remember earlier in the previous match before this one, Top was on top of the bridge. It didn't end up working out for him. But 4 illings out of him, a person that has been an MVP before on an international finals, that's exactly what you want to see.
Yeah, really happy. I mean, the best way to describe it is what you said, Niptra. They became a red zone at that moment in that game, and I love the way that any team would get in contention of their zone, they would start just nading them to hell and back. So Aurora playing it really well. I am still not sold on their performances so far. I feel like there's still a lack of fragging power that they used to have in the past. Doc is underperforming quite significantly. So Top, GG's, I'm loving it. Zol too had some great moments, especially in that rondo. But Doc, he's still sleeping right now. He needs to wake up.
Wake up, Doc. Wake up. Just make sure you don't start going away from your team, because that's when things ends up falling apart for Aurora. But Aurora, honestly, 36 points, currently tied. But the tiebreaker does go to E-Arena with that win that they ended up getting. Tiamba, though. Tiamba right now, the aggressiveness that we've been seeing out of this team, if you want to give the mic to Lace, they're currently putting up those numbers, Lace, because 27 eliminations for that squad and only 4 placement points.
Yeah, I see. This is what I'm saying. They're finding those fights. They're gathering those eliminations, finding a nice power play position, but then unfortunately losing it, which is where we see the decline in placement points. But obviously this is still a really good trend for them, especially coming out of survivals into this sort of scenario. And to have that amount of points and that sort of trajectory is incredibly good for them. But, of course, we've got to bring it back to kind of the smash rule and the way that you have to gather these eliminations. It's fine. It's good to do it, obviously, today. But then we've got to see more of those placement points and those wins out of them to be able to take more than that.
100%. And another team that's currently doing that, Max, is none other than Nongshim. And I know you weren't quite happy with what Nongshim, especially Human, was doing that last game.
Yeah, initially I love the way they initiate the fight onto, I think it was Orangutan in that gas station. I'm like, okay, you've got some solid off angles, I like it, they're pushing the fight. But the thing is about off angles, they lose effectiveness the longer the fight goes on. And I think it was one of the play on the Harry Potter Tower, he had a great line of sight, but eventually Orangutan know you have that line of sight, so they're not going to peek you that aggressively. That would be the prime time for them to regroup, fully commit to the fight and send it and hopefully come out on top, but they're very slow to respond to these moments, and I'm very upset with their opening performances so far.
Yeah, one team talking about aggressive, talking about people committed to a fight. We saw Nick McGalaxy and Ida finally commit to the hot drop, and if I'm being completely honest, I don't want to see it. I don't care about it. Leave that ego to some other time, because right now it's going to be hurting those two teams.
Yeah, it is, and we did see Fourth Thrives take advantage of what's been going on there, right? Just dropping in on, trying to get a few limbs and then move back to their position. They were trying to punish that as much as possible, just because it's kind of silly. In the finals, maybe day one you kind of get away with it, but keep on doing it. It's not going to work out. Fourth Thrives knew that, and you know, they might not be the only team to take advantage of that. If the playing path's a little funny, if that keeps happening, other teams might just third party that.
Yeah, they will end up third partying that. We saw there towards the bottom of the leaderboard as well. Godlike, OG currently not being able to put up those numbers. Those are two teams that are looking to bounce back. But right now, we are halfway through that mark. Lays, any team that has surprised you so far?
I would just like to say that, like, I'm very proud of you, Furia. I know I was a little bit mad in that situation, and I was surprised about you in the first couple of games, and I just want to make it note that that was a much better performance. But still, I'm taking your driver's license away.
That was a good performance. Next time you ever take my mic, Lace, this big old chicken is going to be hitting your head once again. But as we're getting ready here for match 4, let's send it over to none other than Barney and Luti.
Luti,
yeah.
you know how last week we were talking about how to win Pmgc?
Oh, yeah, the big secret I told everyone.
You gave everyone some incredible insight for those of you at home that were listening. Teams were listening as well. Aurora Gaming, Tiamba, the Arena, they're playing very well at the moment.
Indeed.
But let's, break it down into the finer details, okay?
Especially,
I want to ask you a little bit more, okay? So, what's the best map to, capitalize on points?
I mean, there is different teams with different play styles, so it depends.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, it depends, yeah. How about, vehicles for, late rotations, getting into a good position? What's the best vehicle to use?
The horse, the buggy, and... So, different maps, so it depends on the map. Yeah, as well.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Utility, okay? So, end of game, smokes, nades, medical packs, bandages. What's the best thing to have in your arsenal?
I mean, depending your situation with the cycle, so I will answer, it depends.
It depends.
Yeah.
Okay. Luti.
It's not that easy,
Luti. What's the best gun in the game?
I mean,
let me guess. It depends. Sacre bleu.
No, Barney. Everyone knows it's a P90. No, depends. Okay, back to you, casters. I hope you're ready. It depends.
And yeah, he's right. The P90 is where it's at, but we are here live in the finals, getting ready for the last 3 matches.
Absolutely. We have got a great day unfolding before us. We've had some real step-ups from a lot of teams coming on through, some great rotations, some insertions, some side swipes into those zones. That S2G hovercraft double roll-up, that was looking pretty, but we're going to be sending ourselves once again over to Erangel to find ourselves one more chicken dinner.
Let's see who's gonna get it. Yeah, I mean, this is it, the last Erangel of the day, and it's time to put up some serious points. I mean, we're still super early in this tournament, but we're already starting to see some teams, right, make some things happen. I was able to talk to one player in particular. As we were getting into this game, I happened to see S-Power from Godlike. The hair is hard to miss. I went up to the man and said, hey, you know what, give me 3 words before we get into this next match. And he said, domination begins.
Ooh, using a whole word on the. That is bold. That's the sort of confidence that you want to see coming through. For Godlike, they do want to try and push a little bit further up those tables, try and get in the competition for those top spots. Of course, having only seen 3 matches, we are still in a fairly uncertain situation, in a state of flux when it comes to those tables. Obviously, some performances standing out more than others, but it's definitely still achievable because of the fact that we have got an 18-match set, right? We've been playing so far on 12-match sets time and time again, but moving over to that expanded 3-day approach, that 18 set, that's where consistency really comes into play. So it's teams that are able to earn 6, 7, 8 points on those games that are going to be the teams that will take those top spots, those podium positions.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, this is It's all about putting up as many points as you can early on, and consistency is going to be the king here at the end of the day. I mean, we saw in the group stage, right? E-Arena, 39 points in one single game, and they weren't even able to make it. I mean, straight to the finals. They had to deal with the survival stage. Luckily, you were able to get here, right? So, I mean, but they're crushing it now. They did a great job in that last game, right? And so they're off to a strong start. Let's just see if they're able to keep that pedal to the metal. Aurora starting off strong is really good because historically, they've always taken a long time, right, to really get warmed up. But for them to put some points on the board early just goes to show that come finals time, they're adjusting their strategies, and it's